So I haven't seen my father since I was like 5 or 6 years old. And then my mom, she still had her struggles with alcoholism. So she ended up not having a job or being able to maintain a job for very long. So we lived on food stamps. We were very low income. So I grew up eating a lot of top ramen, macaroni and cheese, and shopping at the 99-cent store. So a lot of processed foods, but honestly, I must admit that she did try her best considering the situation. So we didn't have a ton of desserts or soda, but we still were having like a very grain heavy, not super protein heavy diet. And I wasn't ever really taught anything about health and nutrition. What ended up happening is my mom's problem with alcoholism got so bad that when I was 13, she evicted my sister and I. And then when I was 16, I officially moved out permanently and went to juvenile court and became an emancipated minor. And I haven't spoken to my mother since. That day was like so freeing for me, where I didn't have to feel afraid anymore, because it was just always, you never knew. It was like walking on eggshells. You never knew what was going to happen. I ended up being able to go to college for free because of my story. And I was a track and field athlete all 4 years in college. Okay. And I was an economics major, just in general, snacking constantly throughout the day, just because that's what you do. You don't eat designated meals. You're constantly grazing. And I would have a snack of raisins. I would have oatmeal with cinnamon, with honey inside, with berries inside, plus your waffles, your syrup on top. And that was just breakfast. That's not dessert. And then for lunch, I'd have like a peanut butter jelly, banana panini sandwich. Overall, I thought I was actually eating very healthy, because I would have broccoli and I would have carrots, I would have apples. And I would say that if I was having my handful of spinach, then if at the end of the day I went to have a slice of cake, that's okay, because it balanced each other out. So it's equal. When I was a senior in college, I really craved the attention of men, because of just like, I really wanted someone to love me. Makes sense. So I kind of got in this mode where I'm sure other women can relate, where you just really want to have the best physique, because if you look really good, then men will love you. And so I would work out for with track and field, being an athlete, I was working out with the team 2 to 3 hours a day. But then on top of that, I would sneak off in the morning and go and work out and stuff, because I was kind of punishing myself for having too much dessert the day before. And so it kind of got to a point where I was just feeling embarrassed eating food in front of people. Somebody had told me that I looked pregnant when I was walking down the cafeteria, and I should suck in my stomach just because I was so bloated. And then somebody else had said, if you just cut your carbs a little bit, you would have like more tone. I, at that point, wasn't super familiar of what carbs were, other than like bread. I didn't really consider like a banana to be a higher carb food. Would just stop having the bread with my ham sandwich or turkey sandwich. The nutritionist just said, hey, just have a handful of goldfish and everything will start working out. Can you do that for me? So I started having a handful of goldfish a day, and problem solved. But I went into college being 100 pounds, just because I was probably in such a calorie deficit my whole life, not having enough money to get enough food. I looked like skinny, but my face was definitely more inflamed, and I just had a lot of water weight holding onto me. And then obviously I was having these mood swings, crying a lot, mental health not in the best situation. So overall, like a roller coaster when you feed yourself foods that don't want to give you complete freedom.
Annotated and summarized, easy to share with loved ones. The description below the title for this video has these summary points.